Okay, so we're going to watch the featurette from Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay.
And we're going to watch it. We're going to react to it, give our thoughts afterward, and see what kind of excitement level we are for this final Jurassic film. Okay? Here we go.
Here we go. John Hammond.
We had an enormous amount of fun on the first film. Good. Excellent.
There was an energy on set that it was the first time you'd ever seen anything like this.
I was excited about everything that it could be.
When I saw the dinosaur in the trailer and I saw the ripples on the water, I was like, oh my gosh. It really defined my generation, this film.
I cried the first time I saw dinosaurs. Suddenly, that which had never seemed real before now was totally real. And I realized at that moment that cinema forever had changed.
Jurassic World Dominion is the culmination of the franchise. It includes a story that Steven Spielberg started telling in 1993.
When we were making Jurassic World, I knew it was going to be really special. I could never imagine we'd be here working alongside Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern. It's pretty fantastic.
It is so much fun. It is everything we could have ever hoped for and more. I thought it was a fantastic idea to bring these two worlds together.
It's been a great privilege to be a custodian of something like this. Our legacy characters, our Jurassic World characters, are back.
Our storylines intersect. It's the convergence of the two franchises.
We need to fix a terrible mistake.
And most importantly, go on a true, honest-to-God, scary as hell adventure.
This is what everything has been leading to. I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
Why do they always have to go bigger? Don't move.
You guys watching this in theaters?
Probably not. I'm gonna skip. I don't know. It's the last movie of. I mean,
the last movie. It depends on how much money it makes.
Right, exactly. It's the last movie. You know,
they probably already know how much. You know, it's probably projecting this.
Yeah, they're probably projecting a pretty big turnout. Yeah. I feel like it would be fun to see this in the theater. I don't think I've ever seen a Jurassic Park movie in the theater. Maybe Jurassic World.
Truly?
Yeah.
The theater hits different, man.
Yeah, we went and saw the first World in 3D. First 3D.
We did watch it in 3D.
We watched.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I mean, I like the ideas. I don't know. I guess I think about it in the terms of what the book was about, which follows a very similar kind of thing to what Michael Crichton has always written.
Okay.
Which is scientists discover something, go all in on it, it turns against them. Right. And he's written a bunch of them. And Brandon and Dan were talking about this in their podcast. I forget the name. And, you know, just how this one in particular, Jurassic Park, was like lightning in a bottle idea. It was perfect for like a movie. The perfect idea to just make into a movie, because he had done a bunch of stuff by the time he wrote Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But something about the dinosaurs and the science and the adventure worked really well. And the horror. Yeah. You know, because he's always written that into his stuff. It worked really well, and for a blockbuster, and then you get Steven Spielberg on the job, and it
Blossoms.
movie magic.
Yeah. Do you think what kind of perspective do you think Steven Spielberg had to have to? I guess that's actually something I want to look into. Is how was it crafted? How did this film, the first one, get started? Was it Steven Spielberg's idea to create? Probably not. Usually directors are hired.
Well, I know that Crichton was writing screenplays, and his screenplays weren't getting anything, and so he's like, "Well, I need to become an established author so that people will want to make my books into movies." So he started writing books, and this one in particular took off. But if you read Jurassic Park, you're going to be like, science, 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 adventure. The characters are completely different. Like Grant likes kids in the book; he loves kids. But Spielberg is like, no, he doesn't like kids. He grows to like the kids.
Yeah, develop.
In the book, it's like Hammond is like every character in his book who's in charge of the project. Bad guy, looking for money, kind of investor dude who sees the money, and Spielberg's like, no, he's really legitimately loves this and wants to make a beautiful, and so you change things like that and you get an interesting story, and I'm hoping they can bring that magic into this final movie.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously bringing the whole cast into it from previous films, and I'm curious to how they're going to fit. I mean, it's really easy to write in, especially if you kind of use lazy writing. You're just like, okay, yeah, these characters that were in Jurassic Park just are called upon. Like, it's something as simple as that, you know what I mean? And it seems like a simple idea that we're going to have to overlook if we're going to even try to enjoy this film. I'm not trying to be super skeptical about this. I know what the vibe of the storytelling is going to be. So I'm looking for some heart-dropping moments. That's really what I'm going for.
I want to see in this film, so clearly the dinosaurs have been released into the world. They're not on the island anymore. I want to see a group of kind of a Muldoon, or what's the guy's name?
Oh, Muldoon.
Muldoon characters, like hunting the dinosaurs down, and Chris Pratt and the original cast, they kind of have to go after the dinosaurs and kind of save them as they're out. But I want to see
that's the plot of the second movie.
It would make sense to recycle a plot, though.
Well, it's a group of hunters who are hunting them down on the island, and Jeff Goldblum and his team have to stop them.
Not on the island.
Yeah, but it's
in the world.
It's the world.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I would make those characters the good guys.
The hunter characters?
Yeah, make the dinosaurs zombies.
Well, I mean, obviously Hollywood's not going to be, the hunters are the bad guys. That's Hollywood. The group of hunters trying to kill the dinosaurs are the bad guys. Probably a bunch of southern white dudes, right?
But there's not going to be
no. It's
no pure-blooded likable characters going to be in that gang of crews.
But honestly, it would be people who have the skill to hunt the dinosaurs and to either move them to a new location or kill them to stop them from destroying the current ecosystem is to who would be taking care of it.
Yeah.
I
think I mean, this definitely has potential to be very big and very exciting. I just think with the history of Jurassic World, we kind of know exactly what to expect, right? And in a way, didn't the second Jurassic World kind of feel like the third Jurassic Park? No, the third Jurassic Park all took place on the island.
Yeah, it was like this.
The second Jurassic Park ended with a T-Rex coming to the inland, essentially.
San Fran.
Yeah, San Francisco. So it did kind of, the Jurassic World 2 kind of felt like the second Jurassic Park.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know. It was only a T-Rex on the original Jurassic Park. So if they didn't release a bunch of dinosaurs, it was like one T-Rex or two like a mom and
a baby.
Yeah.
There does feel, I mean, there is that really cool shot of Chris Pratt on his classic bike, maybe somewhere in Italy, running away from velociraptors.
That's really cool. And I expect to see the cool stuff, but I want to see the interesting stuff.
Interesting.
You know?
Do you think we've just lost it, the interesting factor from the first movies?
I don't know. The first movie, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. Jurassic World, the first one's like, oh, okay, I can get behind this. This was fun. The second movie is like, what is this? Wait, it's so convoluted and doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then you hit the third one, and it's like, well, we're going to be throwing in this character, and this character, and this character.
And there's going to be a twist.
And there's going to be a twist. What is this movie going to be? Is it going to be, what's the last Star Wars movie called?
The
Force Awakens.
No, that's
And
the first one. Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this going to be Rise of Skywalker of the new
Better not be.
Jurassic Park?
Better not be.
It would make sense. However, Star Wars was Disney, and this is Universal Studios. You could say there's not much difference between the two.
It's all Hollywood to me.
All Hollywood.
It's all Hollywood.
Yeah. I think a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you fellas?
8.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.
I might be at a 7. The bringing back the old cast doesn't excite me like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This featurette is really comparing Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park to this movie, the finale, and I just don't know that it's the finale.
It's a finale.
I just don't think it's going to compare super well.
Yeah.
But that's what this featurette was trying to do for
it'd
us.
Be fun if Steven was involved in like
something.
I don't think he is.
If he had some say.
He's off, doing West Side Story and
stuff he loves, stuff he wants to do. Yeah.
Ready Player 2. He's doing Ready Player 2.
When have you known Steven Spielberg to do a sequel to anything?
Not really.
I don't know. Did they say they're doing a Ready Player 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. I want it to be like J.J. Abrams or somebody that's got a lot of sci-fi, kind of futuristic stuff under his belt.
Nerd stuff.
Someone that's established and has some good sci-fi.
I could see that. I can get behind that.
JJ, we're calling you out.
Calling you out.
Come on,
Player
JJ.
2, we need it. 2025.
It's upsetting that it's not 2022, but
No, I'm saying I want it by 2025.
Start now.
Yeah. J.J. Abrams now. By 2025, I want it out.
Overall we got some excitement. Kind of middle ground, however, on what we're gonna think about the development of the story and how it's gonna end. Dinosaurs are loose in the world. What does that mean for humanity? What does that mean for the Jurassic Kingdom? Don't know. We'll find out in June.
Hey, if you enjoyed that conversation, that was a short clip of our podcast that we have. So go check out Wiseworks Podcast if you want to see that full conversation where we get more in depth and we talk about more things than we do here on the studio channel. So Wiseworks Podcast, go check it out.